The courtroom was silent as the bailiff led in an elderly man, his hands loosely shackled in front of him. His coat was threadbare, his boots worn thin, and his shoulders slumped under the invisible weight of decades. "State your name for the record," the clerk said. The man looked up. His voice was rough, but his posture was proud. "Raymond Carter, Sergeant, United States Army, retired." Judge Emily Harper barely glanced up until she heard that name. Her fingers froze mid-page. Raymond Carter. It couldn't be. 2 decades ago, her brother, Lieutenant Daniel Harper, had written to her from Iraq about a man who saved his life in a firefight outside Tikrit. "If it weren't for a soldier named Ray Carter," he wrote, "I'd never have come home." Raymond stood now in front of her, accused of loitering behind a bakery. The prosecutor, a polished young man, stated flatly, "The defendant has been cited multiple times for trespassing. He sleeps near a heat vent at night. The business owner has complained. We recommend 30 days in jail." Judge Harper stared at the man's face. Weathered. Worn. But there it was, a faint resemblance to the photo her brother once sent. She leaned forward. "Mr. Carter," she asked gently, "do you have legal representation?" "No, ma'am," he said, without a hint of anger. "Couldn't afford it." "Why that bakery?" she asked. He hesitated. "The night manager, she leaves leftover bread out sometimes. Her dad and I served together in '03. She said I could rest there." A moment passed. Then the courtroom door opened again. A man in a sharp gray suit stepped forward. "Your Honor, I'm Peter Langston. My firm will represent Mr. Carter pro bono." Ray looked confused. "I didn't hire nobody." "You didn't have to," Langston whispered. "Someone made a call." Emily Harper rose. "Court is in recess. 15 minutes. Inside her chambers, Judge Harper unlocked her bottom drawer. There it was, her brother's letter. And the photo. Ray Carter, standing behind Daniel, arm around his shoulder. The man who carried her wounded brother half a mile under fire. She called her brother. "Dan," she whispered. "You remember Ray Carter?" His voice broke. "He saved me. Is he okay?" "Not yet. But he will be." Back in the courtroom, Langston stood. "We move for dismissal. Mr. Carter was not trespassing, he was surviving. And we have 2 witnesses confirming he had informal permission to be there." Before the judge could speak, a man in the gallery stood up. "That's Sergeant Carter," he said loudly. I was in Tikrit. He carried 5 of us out under mortar fire. He's a damn hero." The room buzzed. Judge Harper brought the gavel down. "Order." She turned to Ray. "On April 11th, 2004, did you pull Lieutenant Harper out of an ambush?" Ray nodded. "Wouldn't leave him. He kept yelling at me to save the others." Judge Harper's voice cracked. "That lieutenant was my brother." A stunned silence fell. Then the rear doors opened once more. 3 uniformed military officers entered, carrying a display case. "By order of the Secretary of Defense," the colonel announced, "Sergeant Raymond Carter, your Bronze Star is hereby upgraded to the Silver Star for extraordinary heroism." The courtroom rose. Veterans saluted. The prosecutor stood in silence. Tears welled in Ray's eyes. "There must be some mistake." "No mistake," the colonel said. "Only delay." Langston handed him a file. "Your VA status has been restored. You'll receive full housing, back pay, and medical coverage, effective immediately." The judge came down from the bench. "My brother lived a full life because of you. This court not only dismisses your case, it owes you a thank you." House with garden 1 month later. Raymond Carter opened the door to his small, clean apartment. On the wall hung a new uniform, medals polished. A knock. Judge Harper stood with her brother, Daniel. "Still remember me, Sarge?" Daniel smiled. Ray saluted, overwhelmed. You made it?" "You made it happen," Daniel said. Emily handed Ray an envelope. "In case no one ever told you you mattered. You still do." And for the first time in years, Raymond Carter smiled, not just with his lips, but with his whole soul.